This may look like separation, but it's actually solidarity. It's sacrifice and service to the greater good. It's a sign that through isolation, we are competing as one. And there's no better reason than that for hope. Hope is something that fantasy football fans know nothing about. It's what keeps us complaining year after year. For our favorite players and our favorite team names, alongside our friends and Swiss. And in fantasy football, the draft is where hope ends all over again. Hope, the deep and passionate kind. Hope that the next pick will make this season the season. Hope that the next league name will be Big Dicks only. But this year, we're hoping for more than a future sleeper. A stronger lineup. A greater score. We're hoping to fill a deeper need. With a future of full basements, full red zone, free reign. To gather, to feel the power of fantasy football together. Because that will mean sports are finally back. So celebrate these draft picks and your new teams today. Looking forward to a stretch of glorious tomorrow. Because for this draft, we're not Goodfellas or Bane from Batman. We're not Hightowers or Dick and Balls. We are one football family.
That's not the voice of Peyton Manning, talking about hope or some stupid bullshit. And that, of course, is Tommy D's house, where the draft was going to be held. Things have changed dramatically. We have changed with it. The draft, with all of its glory, is still coming to you tonight, just from a different location and a different kind of way. And with that, we welcome you into the 2020 Lyfe Gang Draft presented by Casino. It is our privilege and delight to once again be with you here this evening. And we understand that the world that we know has changed, and may be changing for the foreseeable future. We are still here to be a part of what is one of the great communal fantasy sports experiences of all time, the Lyfe Gang Fantasy Football Draft. But first, ladies and gentlemen, let us get the party started with a word from the commissioner. Welcome to the 2020 Lyfe Gang Fantasy Football Draft, and thank you for taking the time to be with us. Like many of you, I join you from my home for the first ever virtual fantasy draft. This is different for us, and it's different for you, because it has to be. Our thoughts have been elsewhere lately. We have been thinking about those fighting bravely on the front lines of the Boston Bruins, and those whose lives have been profoundly changed by this unprecedented duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. We marvel at the compassion and courage of our healthcare heroes and first responders trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the Red Sox right now. We appreciate our NFL leaders and the men and women trying to bring us a football season this year. Thank you to these heroes and to everyone who has done their part in bringing sports back. We will get through this season together, And when we do, we'll be here for you. Not me, but someone might be there for you. As we celebrate the newest season, we hope Sundays will provide a break from our everyday challenges. During these difficult times, let us dream of better games and help give bad advice to others. This year, the draft will be raising awareness and much needed funding to those who need it most during these times. For those able to help, we encourage you to donate today at the Venmo below to join the Lyfe Gang family and make a contribution. We are so fortunate to have the most passionate and generous friends in the world. And we thank you for making the league what it is and being part of our family. Thank you. And now, to perform the national anthem, please welcome, from his home, Grammy and Emmy Award winner and Get That Nut fan, Mr. Harry Connick Jr.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Every night in cities across our country and all over the world, thousands gather in the streets, windows, and doorways to cheer on the millions of frontline workers fighting this virus and working tirelessly to help navigate us through these unprecedented times. Please join me in cheering on these brave heroes.
Wow, I think we even heard some of those cheers from here. Lastly, the best part of the fantasy football draft is that it builds hope and generates optimism, only to leave you depressed and destroyed after 3 weeks. Because every team thinks they get better through the draft. So good luck to every team, and let's get it started. It is now my honor to announce that the first ever virtual Lyfe Gang Fantasy Football Draft is officially open. The first pick is now on the clock.
This Zoom call is copyrighted by the National Lyfe Gang League for the private use of our friend group. Any other use of this video call or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the draft without the league's consent is prohibited, and Steen will kick your ass.